Yo, hello guys, today we are reacting to how a support player reached actually rank 1 in Korea. His name is Bluffing and he's also an 18-year-old talent, guys. What's up with y'all not reaching? I'm just kidding. You know, I almost said what's up with y'all not hitting challenge already. It's Jason Vayne. Vayne has exhaust instead of TP. In an all-out matchup like this, even a small lead can be huge. So I assume that's why both of the supports are hovering the top lane, because often like range tops tend to like sit in the bush to get actually like the first basic attack off. And that's what they want to counter with Alistar or Nautilus. So it's really smart from your part if you're actually going insta top as a support and recalling. Even cancels a recall to mess up her priority, and it seems like Jace also cancelled. No, she walked really far up. But what I really wanted to point out is that his name kinda like explains what he does. So yes, oh my god. What is this? Swaps to sweeper, okay. X flashes forward, looks for a W. He only pressures so he can stack the wave and push out. Then runs mid lane as soon as he has the opportunity, okay. Gets to shop and he will look for a Q. Oh my god, we almost picked him up. And he had the CC to follow him up, so we can perfectly chain up our CC and get her. This is right before the enemy, so he just goes back to bot lane, the support ganks, and it seems like they just pick up a kill, plain and simple. Nice. That's nice. For now we just you see his body language is a bit weird, because he's walking way too far away from Nafiri to make her feel like she got an opportunity to get on top of Smolder. So there is actually a reason behind body languaging like this, to more likely make your opponent engage into your ATC if it makes sense, and then punish it. Hides outside vision. And now he just gets a good Hex Flash in. And oh my god, but Vayne had some good reaction times, okay. So he really tried to maximize out the value out of his all-in Alistar, so he really tried to knock her up. Then after knocking her up, push her out. And you know, unfortunately, this Vayne had really good reaction time, so she managed to get away. But the flash is still an important resource. Seems like he's just ganking into a gank, but consciously, of course, because he knows that he's more than capable to. Oh, it does seem like it might be a bit cooked, no? She does die at some point, though. She does die at some point, though. The spam ganks are crazy, but they are working. Because even previously he came top lane and got the flash. So it seems like he quite often does prioritize ganking over playing in a more passive lane, just to get the map ahead. And mind you, he does not do it in lower ranks like silver and gold, you know, where people wouldn't respect the roams at all. He actually does it in Challenger, where people are way more likely to actually react to these type of moves. So this would only like work better in lower ranks, but of course in lower ranks you also got to be like conscious and cautious on what you are ganking. Some champs could be too good at disengaging, or your opponent could not trade at all to set up a proper gank, so that could end up badly as well. You still got to track the HP bars, what kind of champions you're actually ganking, so it does not go wrong in some way that you're ganking an Alawi, and it so happens he just presses R and 1v2s. So yes, there is like a thought process. It looks like he spam ganks, of course. He kinda is, but there's like a thought process behind like why can he spam gank, if it makes sense. It's not just like, okay, I click mid lane, then I click top lane, then I click bot lane, whatever. He just uses his W for now, and he just wants to reset his. It was like he wanted to go for a knock up. as soon as MF is in a punishing pole. Yep, Leona goes in and then he just sends it into Jhin. For now he keeps hitting the Leona because she removes armor and more, which is totally fine for her because she does also scale off armor and more, her passive damage. So he just prefers to focus the support actually for now and then commit for the Jhin. Because like the reason behind that is simple, guys. If she gets to hit continuously this Leona and threaten that he's gonna engage into Jhin, Jhin is not able to walk in and basic attack properly, if you guys notice. So just by her holding into her abilities, that also like forces Jhin to play differently. Because the way he positions, right? So he hits Leona and aggressively positions towards Jhin, look. And look, Jhin is also spacing backwards while respecting Rel, of course, because one Rel W is devastating. It's really difficult for Jhin. Look how much Jhin is spacing backwards. But what does that even mean that he's spacing backwards? Dude, he's lowering his DPS by a lot just because he's body languaging correctly. And he's also like focusing Leona, respecting the fact that Jhin could space his W engage and then we could lose the entire kill. But Leona is in melee range, way easier to focus, so they kinda prefer to commit for that kill. Your focus priority is very important as a support, and what kind of abilities do you hold. That's why like Jhin couldn't play more aggressively. The only time he used her W when she was about to like kill Leona, and then it was, you know, totally fine. Until that you can keep it up for threat purposes. Nice Q connection. Q into DQ. Well played. Nabs the jungle, Tenrikas. Straight to bot lane. Einir, for example, he wasn't ganking the Malphite a lot because he was losing his lane, and notably he needs quite often Malphite's ultimate to be up, but even then it can be a bit tough to actually gank a Sylas lane if he's doing this well. But yeah, so far so good though. Commits into the Jhin, connects her Q and all that, and you'd like her, no one talks about, but Rel is pretty OP now. Because, well, after she got buffed, that's one thing, but the other thing that's really important is that they actually did buff at the time her E speed, and that just gave her way better engages actually, that no one really talked about. Into the dragon pit we go. So then what do we do? Oh, he baits he baits for his team, that's insane. He got the baits actually. I mean, he regardless could jump through the Drake pits, I assume. That was the thought process, even if more follow-up shows up, he just gets out. Connects her Q. In fact, she connects her EQ, because did you guys know her E procs off her Q, it does some percent damage besides speed. Always starts with a nice Q, you know, into a W, but it seems like this twisted fate is a bit cooked here, because he got definitely like awed by Ori. Ringar has to invade and thread the ADC, so what does he do? He's sleeping bot lane. So he does still play Unsealed Spellbook. I thought people don't play that shit anymore, but nah, it's still good, it's still useful. Nice bounce from MF part, so they're bouncing damage off the wave, right? Similar mechanic as Jhin has, you know, except she has to kill. But I guess like Jhin has to kill as well, so it's similar. It just doesn't do that much on the first like kill. After cruising all across the rift early on, the lane was unwinnable. Yep. It's like more of a like really difficult to gank. That's why it doesn't bother, you know. It's not like you shouldn't gank like losing lanes. It's more of a you can gank lanes that are this hard to be ganked, if it makes sense. Like you can just spend time on it hoping for a gank, if it makes sense. Mind to feed your ADC from time to time. That's a good reminder. This was, by the way, LoL Dobby's video. If you guys like this video, it was his content. I was just reacting to it, of course. So make sure to, like his video and sub to his YouTube channel if you want to see more of his content. And if you guys want to see more of my reactions or you have specific requests, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And I'll be able to, more than likely just react to those. See you guys in the next one.